All right, we should be live. Got my checkmate shirt on. You can go to nightmaretees.com. Check it out. Super soft, comfortable. Today, I'm doing something interesting. We're going to call it an experiment, the Elephant Gambit experiment. And what I'm going to be doing is playing the Elephant Gambit in every single game that I play with white or with black. If you don't know what the Elephant Gambit is, it's e4, e5, knight f3, d5. Get both pawns in the center right away, giving white the option. Now you might be wondering, Nelson, how are you going to play that every game? Because you can't play the Elephant Gambit unless they play those first two moves, right? Well, I had this thought to myself, like how bad would it actually be if you started every game with e5 and d5, regardless of what your opponent did, like against any move? If we just play e5 and d5, what would happen? Like, what's the worst that could happen? Like knight f3, is that the worst that could happen? We get this position? Or d4, and they take, and we get this position. Is that the worst that could happen? And they en passant us. I mean, is this really so bad? I don't know. Today we're going to find out. We're going to see how many times I win, how many times I lose, how many draws. Every single game. e5 and d5. And if white, e4 and d4. Okay, we're going to see what happens. So, welcome everybody. What's up, Rob? Good to see you here. And I'm kind of excited for this. I think this is going to be interesting. So I'm going to go play some games. And let's see what happens. We're going to play rapid games against probably 2,300 rated opponents. And here we go. We got a 2,400 national master. Well, I'm playing e4 and d4. It's a pre-move. It's a pre-move every game. There we go. Now, this is actually called the center game, which, okay, is not so bad. So I'm going to play knight f3, and we probably are going to transpose into like a scotch. Maybe, unless black wants to do something different, which they could. I guess you could play knight f6 here, d5 here. Knight c6, we transpose to a scotch, which I'm okay with. So with white, yeah, with white, it's definitely fine. I mean, you can definitely get away with this. Ah, d5. Hey, welcome to the back rank. Thank you. d5. Okay, so this is a good move because if you take, well, I say that. So here's the thing. Here's the thing. Normally when you take, if they take, knight c3 hits the queen. In this case, we still could get away with it. There might be a pin. But also just take here, and if they come out, then we take, and we're winning a pawn. Takes, the knight jumps over here. This is a really interesting position already. I think I do like that, though. Yeah, let's get the queen out there. I don't know if I'm going to take the pawn. That might be a little bit risky. Because you guys see what's happening, right? Takes, the knight jumps over here, hits this guy, and threatens the fork. We can't save both. So what do we save? Maybe we go check and castle, but we still lose a rook. I don't know. That's why I'm thinking if they go here, I might just play bishop b5 straight away. I might just pin that knight and not even worry about it. Hey, Andrew, welcome to the back rank. Okay, knight c6. So now we got to decide. Do we be greedy? We take it. Take. Knight b4. There's check. c6 takes. No. Well, we could go back. The check and drop back is my plan. And if they take this, we castle. Do we like that position better than just going here straight away? What's going to happen if we just go there? Then we're able to trade, and we're the one who goes on the offensive. I think I like this better, guys. It'll be interesting to see what Stockfish says about this line. We can check it after the game if I don't forget. But for right now, I'm just going to go here. I want to castle. What do you guys think the final record is going to be for the Elephant Gambit? What do you think my record's going to be? How many wins, losses, and draws? Let's just say hypothetically we played 10 games. Let's say we played 10 games this stream, which is probably a lot. But if we played 10, what do you think the record would be with the Elephant Gambit at every game? Average Lizard says 100% win rate. All right. I like the confidence. What's my opponent's flag? That's a good question. I have no idea. Huh. St. Pierre and I don't know how to pronounce that. Okay, we've got him thinking. This is a good sign. It's a good sign. Rob thinks 5 wins, 4 losses, 1 draw. Okay. 7-3, 6-3-1. He goes knight f6 and ignores it. Wow. So we have very interesting position now. Option number 1 is I guess I just counter that knight with my knight. Everything that you can do, I can do better. He can't pin me, which is a nice feature because I just take it. So I kind of like that. If he takes and we end up trading, I'm pretty happy with this, I think. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Yeah, no problem. You're welcome, Andrew. Have I analyzed my record for streaming versus non-streaming streaks? Nope. Actually, I've never looked at that. That would be interesting to see. Okay. So bishop d7, we cannot ignore this any longer. Obviously, our queen is under attack, and I can't take because the knight is there, though. That's why they did that, which is smart. So I believe we have to take or swing over to the side. If I take, I have 3 pieces attacking, he has 3 defending, so we can't actually win a pawn. We can push, though. Might be annoying. We can go with the random check. That doesn't seem very good. So I definitely am going to take. I'm expecting the bishop takes back, and I think we push. The knight can jump in. Takes. Maybe I just leave it and play bishop g5 and then push. I don't know. Let's take it. Let's take it and go bishop g5. We'll just develop the pieces quickly. I think that's the smart thing to do here. Or is it? Yeah, I think. Because I would love to be able to castle and just line up directly with the rook from castling. So that's what I'm setting up here. Really interesting opening, I'll say, that we got. Okay, he does take. For some reason, I thought I could take here. So I get a piece. He gets a queen. I get a queen. He gets a piece. Am I actually losing a pawn? I might be losing a pawn in that exchange. The other option, ooh, can we sacrifice something here? Can I castle? Can I castle? If you take my knight, I'm bringing the rook over. You can't block here, so you have to go bishop e7. I move my queen, which hits the queen. Oh, that looks super dangerous for black. I'm tempted to do that. And if you take me, I take back with the knight. Let's do it. Let's do it, guys. Here we go. Here we go. Suvi, hey, you upgraded to Chess Vibes Academy. All right. So we do have a tournament tomorrow. About the same time, actually. 1 p.m. Central Standard Time. We have a tournament. Members only tournament. So make sure you check that out. There's a post with all the details and a link to the tournament. So I'll probably be live streaming it for everyone to watch, but only the Chess Vibes Academy members can play in the tournament. So if you're interested, might be something to think about. It's going to be fun. There's like a video explaining the opening that we're going to be playing in the tournament. So let's see. Are they going to take the knight? This is the big question. Are they going to take the knight and walk into the... I have a hard time believing they're going to play that move. Probably going to take here. I take back with the knight. I'm temporarily down a pawn, but it doesn't really look like black's going to be able to hold on to this for too long. Does it? The rook's coming over. I can always trade that guy. I mean, I'm threatening the bishop, which is defending it. Yeah. I'm expecting we see this and this. Guess I can pre-move it. Should I pre-move that? Yeah, let's pre-move that. Yep, and he does take it. So he didn't want to allow me the double rooks. That would have been fun, but okay. So we're temporarily down a pawn, but we have a lead in development. We have 3 pieces and we're castled. Black only has 2. They're not castled. And like I said, I am literally threatening to just take, totally ruin the pawn structure and get my pawn back. So black has to come up with a good defensive option here. I don't know what that's going to be, but they have to find something. So what's black going to do? How do you stop this? How do you stop this? Because the problem for black is not only am I going to get my pawn back, but if your pawns get ruined in the process, you're not going to be very happy, right? You have double isolated, isolated, double isolated, isolated. They really don't want to let me do that. It doesn't stop me though. Does it? They want to take the knight. I see. They want to take the knight. If I take, they take, I take, they take, I take, they take. Rook E1, F5, F3. Let's say they castle. No, they can't castle. Rook G8, G3. Yeah, we get our pawn back, and I think we have a slightly better endgame. So let's go. Let's go for it, guys. Let's go for it. I don't have to take it, but yeah, let's mess up the pawns. Now, very good. We go here. F5, F3 to make sure we win our pawn back, taking advantage of the pin. Okay, and here we're going to just play G3, shut down the rook, and then we take back next. So this is even, but over here, we're going to have a slightly better pawn structure. We're going to have 2 connected against the isolated pawns. It might not be enough to win, but it's something. Also, my rooks are more active, so that's another plus for us. Let's see if they go rook G8 or something else. Snafu, what's going on? No, I'm just playing the elephant gambit every single game, no matter what. E pawn up, followed by D pawn up. No matter what. Okay, G3, like I said, stopping this guy. And now we are good to go to take this back next. I'm pretty happy with my position, to be honest with you. I mean, playing against a pretty strong player. We've got the active rooks. Right, so either I take and let him trade, or I trade. I think I'll let him trade because then I get a tempo here with the check. So I'll let him take, and I'll take with the king, of course, so that my rook stays here. And we're going into this endgame. That's a pawn sacrifice, isn't it? Okay, well, I think we should take it. So now I have 3 against 2. Why did they do that? Is that a smart decision? I don't think that's a smart decision, is it? Here, they want to check me and take this pawn. So here, check, here, there. I can't save the pawn. But I can go on the offensive at that point and start attacking other things, I think. Rook g1, here. Alternatively, Rook h1 is an ugly move. I really don't want to play that. I can't bring myself to play that. I could go back and we get a draw. Or I give them this pawn. Interesting. They have the passed a pawn. Very interesting. Okay, let's go for it. Let's go hunt this guy. The good news is my king is pretty close here. I don't think this is too much of a concern. I think we can... I'm going to try to target these guys next. I think we can use the king if we need to stop this guy. Let's go here. Only way they can defend, is to put the rook there, which is very awkward for them. So now I think we can advance with our king and push our pawns. I mean, this rook is basically... I guess technically you could go here, but that seems pretty awkward. Okay, let's box out the king. Should I just leave that or should I take it? Or push? I think I'll just leave it. Okay, so what's going on here? I have no idea. We've got this pawn. He's got this pawn. Our rook's a little bit more active. Wow, what a mess. I'm gonna go rook b6. Sure. Let me stop this move. Kind of trapping my rook a little bit, but I think it's okay. Let me bring my king. Which way? Let me see if I can pressure this pawn. Because his rook's kind of tied up. Can't really do that. Yeah, I'm going to try. I'm going to try to go here. And now he comes down. Interesting. Okay. Do I want to take that or not? Or push this? I think this is a draw. I don't think I can win this game. Yeah. Man. I wonder if there was a win. All right, it's not a bad result. It was a strong player, so it's not a bad result. We got one draw. Okay. Let's check it. Let's see. Let's see. Should be. Ooh. So black had a win. Black had a win, but I had a brilliant move. I had a slight advantage over here. Wow. Okay. This will be interesting to look at. So it's really crazy. Okay, bishop b5, knight c3, bishop takes, bishop g5 was okay. Brilliant move. All right. If they would have taken it, you have a great position. Queen h4. Yeah. Awesome position. Okay. They didn't take it. We get the trade. Oh, Stockfish says don't give up the bishop, just attack it first. The knight can't move because then you take and he's in trouble. And if they just try to castle, now you take and you get the messed up pawn structure, which is what I wanted. So I took too early and I allowed f5 and then f4 was the best move. Wow. That's crazy that they found that. That's crazy that they found that move. Because if you play anything else, I'm going to have an even better position. And if you take, I have a really nice position as well. Wow. So I mean, just a good game. All right. So where was the win for black? Well, this was actually very good for me. Not pushing the pawns. So if I just go c4, king up, rook h5 and target the pawn this way. So basically defend everything with my king and then go get that pawn. That's the way. Very tricky endgame. Very tricky endgame. And then where was the win for black? Let's see. Where was that at? It's amazing that they had a win. How did I get... Oh, rook. What? This is a win? How is this a win? Okay, of course I have to take it because he's attacking my rook and it's pinned. So I have to take it. Takes back with the C pawn to keep the passed A pawn. And if I try to push my pawn, check out this move, guys. King f6 traps my king in front of the pawn. And guess what? This guy is going here. Actually, no. How does that work? Wait, h5, a5. Can't I, like, attempt to... Ah, you let me go and then you get the pawn. And if I try to push, now you trap me in totally. And I'm stuck. I'm stuck. And I can't stalemate myself because I have these pawns. c5. Takes. c4. He pushes. I go here. He pushes. Look at this. I'm too late. I'm one move too late. Look at this. You can promote to a bishop. You can... What is happening? What is this? What is this? Okay, that is insane. That is insane that we stumbled upon this position. Rook b6. He traps my king. I can't stalemate myself because I'm one move too late and I end up getting checkmated with a bishop. Unbelievable. That's unreal. That is insane. Wow. Okay. Man. All right, but you know what? Okay, a draw, fair result, I think, for that game. I got 2 points. Can't complain. All right, here we go. Pre-move the first 2 moves against a 2,000 rated player. And I guess we do the same thing. We'll just play the same thing. Now that I've studied it, let's see if we see d5 again. No. Okay, so now we're into a Scotch game. We're just playing a Scotch game. So the real test for the Elephant Gambit is going to be when we're black and they don't play e4. That's going to be the real test. Bring out the knight. And then when you're playing the Scotch against this line where the bishop comes out and back, you want to go queen e2. You want to go queen e2 because you want to go bishop e3 and you don't want them to take and mess up your pawns. You also want to castle very quickly. That's probably not a good move, but go here. I mean, it's not a good move because you need to develop your pieces and you just wasted a move over here. We'll go bishop e3. They take, we take with the queen. If not, we're going to castle. And this bishop, he comes out later. He comes out later. Okay, well. Now he can come out. And then we castle. Get the rook lined up. And usually they're going to castle, and we get to attack them with our pawn storm, which is a lot of fun. They're thinking about that right now. Okay, they decide to go for it. So the general plan would be f3, g4, h4, h5. Any reason to change that? I could go bishop e2. No, I think we can. Yeah, let's do it. We'll stick with the typical plan here. I don't see a reason to change that. g4, h4, h5, g5, g6. Open up for the rooks. Okay, they're going to try to attack us. Sure, that makes sense too. Let's go g4. Go h4. Kevin, my man, what's up? Thank you. I don't know what that means, but thank you for the super chat. Okay. Ricky 8. What's he doing? What's he doing? So there's a pin on the queen. We should probably think this through at least. If you push, I take. I'm down some material, I believe. I'm not mistaken. Yeah, we do want to probably move our queen here and not allow d5. Question is, where do we put the queen? I think I want it to stay on the king side. Kevin with the epic red super chat. He's also in Chess Vibes Academy, by the way. Hopefully we see him at the tournament tomorrow. Okay, so they attack our knight. We could jump into d5, and if takes, we take or take with the pawn one way or the other, or we go somewhere else. Knight e2, and we come over this way. Knight a4 seems very bad. My knight's going to be stuck not doing anything. I don't know that I want to trade this knight. Here's why, guys. I want to use this knight as a target. I want to chase it around with the pawn. I kind of don't want to let it trade itself off. So because of that, I think I'm just going to go here. I'm just going to go here. Now I can play h5. a4, we're going to move, I think, back to here. Yeah, probably just back there. I could also go to d4. All right, so let's think about this. They're going to play b3, right? They're going to play b3. I would like to be able to take and play a3, I think. Would I rather my knight be on d2 or d4 if that happens? Maybe d4, because we can go to f5, which might be very useful, actually. Let's go to d4. Now let's go to d4. So if we get the knight to f5 and then we push g5, okay, I think we're going to take with the knight. We get the knight to f5, we push g5, we push g6. We're going to have some serious attacking chances, but so does black. So this is shaping up to be a pretty interesting game. The general principle is you want to lock up the files so that the pieces can't get through, like the big pieces, like the queens, the rooks, the bishops, right? So b3 is a good move because you're forcing me to somehow open this up a little bit. So I think what I'm going to do is take once here, and then instead of taking again and opening up this guy, I'll just push by. And it'll force black to sacrifice to really open it up any further. So let's do that. We'll take, we'll push by. Okay, so they can still sack this at some point if the queen is lined up, for example. And I will have to pay attention to that. But temporarily, I've stopped the attack, right? Which is what I wanted. Now it's my turn. And I'm going to do the same thing to black's king. And yeah, we will see who comes out on top. Oh, I got you, Kevin. Okay. It actually does make sense. I didn't know what Hunsky was. So I was like, I don't know what that is. C5. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to go over here. I want to go over here. I want to be close to the king, I think. So here we go. We also are hitting on d6. We're looking at this. We're looking at this and this and this and this. Queen can come over somewhere. Bishop, bishop c4 starting to look pretty nice. Maybe even bishop b5. Wow. This guy goes with d5. What is happening now? I think we got to kick this knight around. I think it's time. We've waited so long. We've waited so long. Now's the moment. He goes back. So he's going to move here for sure. What? What is it? What is this? What is this? That doesn't work. No, that doesn't work. I'm afraid that that's not a good move. Hold on. Option 1, we go check and then we save our rook. Option 2, we sack our rook. If you take my knight, I go queen h4. Have to believe that's going to lead to a checkmate somehow. If you take my rook, I go check. You have to go back. Bishop out. I want to get my rook over. Does it work though? So check, you move. Bishop comes out. Let's say you take my knight. I go rook h1. Does he actually get away though? Does he actually get away? That's the question. All right, so maybe I should just take the piece and be happy. What do you guys think? Should I just take the piece and be happy? Hold on. Takes. Check there. I could go check with the knight, but why? Why would I do that? But then I want to go back here now with the queen. Okay. Yeah, I think I'll just take the piece. I just don't see it. So I'm going to just take the piece here. I'm going to take the piece. Now, where do we move our rook to? Maybe the second rank. This might come in handy. Might come in handy. Also, we stay away from this guy. Yeah, let's go here. He does have a check, but I have f4. I have f4. This is defended. We'll go f4. So not only did we get the piece, but our attack continues on. Our attack continues on here. I want to play e5 to just kind of shut things down in the center so I can focus on the king. I also want to play bishop b5 because it comes with the tempo. Yeah, and so the fact that he went there really makes me want to play e5 though. Okay, let's go e5. When you're trying to orchestrate an attack somewhere on the flank, it's usually good for the center to be closed so you don't have to worry about it. It's hard to handle things happening in the center and on a flank at the same exact time. So that's why I wanted to kind of keep this closed. Now we can just really focus over here. Ooh, we have a sacrifice. He's not threatening anything. So I could play like a slow move, like queen h4. But check takes... Yeah, it doesn't look that good, actually. So queen h4 or queen g3. Oh, wait, I was looking at this one, wasn't I? Takes, check. Followed by queen h4. Ooh. Ooh, okay, I gotta do it. I gotta do it. That just looks very, very good. The point is I'm getting 2 pawns for the knight. Not bad. I was already up a piece anyway. But I'm obliterating the protection around the king. So now, when the rook and the queen come in, it's going to be hard for the king to survive. It's going to be real hard. The problem for black is their attack is now stalled. They don't really have much to do. Okay, so he's got 3 options. 1, 2, 3. Both of these look bad because queen h4. This one looked bad because I guess that was just checkmate immediately. So goes there. I think we go queen h4. So I'm threatening. Let's see. Am I threatening checkmate? Check here. Check here, mate. If I am threatening checkmate. Okay, you guys see that? That's the checkmate threat. Question is, can black stop it? That's the big question. I don't think that's going to do it. Because, oh, they want to sack the queen. All right, I see. So should I take the queen? Should I take the queen? No, don't take a queen when you have a checkmate. All right. Elephant Gambit strikes again. That's a win for the Elephant Gambit. Let's go. Which in this case, of course, was a Scott. 94. All right, 94 with a brilliant move. With a brilliant move. What was the brilliant move? Aha. Knight takes f7. Very nice. Very nice. Okay. Cool. Anything we need to talk about? I don't think so. Kevin has to go. Kevin has to go do his homework. He's in Chess Vibes Academy, so he has to go study the opening before the tournament tomorrow. That's right. If you mate, how are you supposed to capture the queen? I don't understand the question. You mate, how are you? I'm sorry. I'm not following. All right, here we go. We're probably going to get black this game. This will be the true test of the Elephant Gambit. Yes. Pre-move against the English. Oh, he goes for knight c3. Oh no. What have we done? What have we done? Okay. You know, it's not, I mean, it's not awful. I think we just keep developing and just play quickly and attack like bishop here or c6 or something. Mr. Nelgen, hey, thank you. Yes, you did. You did see a brilliant move. Appreciate that. All right, so what's going on here? We've given up some pawns, but we have clear lines of sight for the bishops. Bishop b4 would be a massive blunder because of the fork. That's off the table. We could play c6. I mean, c6 seems reasonable. Let's do c6. Well, it's almost like, what's the Smith-Morra Gambit? Except for black. So we're down a tempo. And I'm doing some other random move. Yeah, this is... It's probably not that bad, actually. Okay. This is a backward pawn, by the way. So that's a nice little target that we do have. I'm going to go bishop c5, I think. Very good diagonal. Maybe it opens up some tactical opportunities for us here with the queen, the knight, the bishop. Freemason 77. Played this, but they play h3. What a move. What a move. We're so concerned about this that they play h3. Not expecting that. Was not expecting that. I guess we castle. I don't really see what else to do, so we castle for now. They do take away some options for my bishop, so I guess the bishop's going to e6. Unless we're going to do some sort of targeting here, which maybe... Huh. It's not, maybe that's not out of the question. Bishop a6. Rook e8. Yeah, what to do? What to do? I mean, bishop g5 is kind of annoying. Do I want to stop that is the question, or not? All right, I'm just going to bring out my pieces quickly. I'm not going to worry about knight g5. If they want to go here and take my bishop, fine. Go ahead, take my bishop. I need to get the rooks on the open files, I think, quickly. So that's what I'm going to prioritize here. Okay, let's go queen d7. And we're just going to line them up. We're going to line them up, or maybe sacrifice. I don't know if they're going to castle or not. Maybe we do that. Maybe it's too risky. Okay, they're going to give me the opportunity, and I think I'm going to do it. I'll tell you the reason why, guys. I'll tell you the reason why. This guy right here is helping me. Queen g3 is an option now. That's why I think I'm going to do it. Is it a blunder, though? Is it a blunder? I don't think so. So we get 3 pawns. And now we get to try to checkmate. How do we do that? We need a rook. We need a rook somewhere here. How do we get a rook there? Or a knight here. Rook here, here, here. This way. F3. So what does he want to do? He wants to go here. Chase me away. Take my bishop. Something like that. So knight d4. Knight d4. Stopping any of the shenanigans. Doesn't actually stop it. He could still go there. But... probably a good move. Anything else? Anything else? Rook d8. Knight e2, we go back. I could do that too, actually. I just leave it, just go back. Okay, so let's line up. Knight e2, we just go back, no problem. No problem at all. Queen e2. Oh, I didn't think about this. I should have played knight d4 maybe. That's why he wanted to do that. Now I have to move my bishop. I have to move it now. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate, guys. Any other options? Do I have any other crazy moves? The reason I don't like that is because now the queen's coming here. Oh, bishop's there? Okay. Okay. Thought he was going to play queen g2. This is interesting. I guess queen g2 is coming later. But 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4. So because I lost the pawn earlier, I don't actually have 3 pawns for the piece. I only have 2 pawns. But if we win this guy, we could go into an endgame. Like, that's not out of the question. We have a lot of pawns. It's not out of the question at all to take it to an endgame. If we get this guy, I think. If we don't get that guy, it's probably not worth it. Like, for example, if there's some line that leads to a queen trade and then I'm able to get this, I'm probably going to do it. Because my king could get attacked too. Like, if the queen and the rook somehow line up here and the bishops, that could be very dangerous for me. So I'm not throwing out trading queens just yet. I mean, white's position is very solid. Like, I'm not checkmating them like in this position, right? They have so many pieces defending. So we probably should start thinking about the end game now. Pretty interesting game, though. I must say, the Elephant Gambit leads to some fun chess. It leads to some very fun chess. All right, I'll just keep this. I feel like this bishop is really annoying for the white position, so I'm just going to kind of leave it there as long as I can anyway. Okay. I would love to get this knight like to here, but knights don't move that way. They don't move that way, do they? I could go here and then just put the rooks like this, actually. Yeah, maybe I should have done that sooner, but attacking the knight. He tries to move. I think we just ignore it and bring this guy over, let him take, and then we invade with the rooks. Yeah, that's probably what's going to happen. Because here's the problem. If I go back, and this is very powerful. We cannot allow that. I guess I could go to c5. So c5 or rook d8. Okay, maybe c5 is not so crazy. Maybe it's not. d4 takes, push. What's going on? What's going on? Rest in peace. Hey, welcome to Chess Vibes Academy. We have a tournament tomorrow that you can be a part of. Just watch the video ahead of time so you're prepared. Watch the video ahead of time. Do I really want to let him get rook g1 though? I don't know what to do, guys. I don't know what to do. I think d4 might be a strong move. I think d4 might be a strong move. Doesn't do it. Okay, let's chase the knight. Okay, he goes back. Let's bring the other rook now. I don't want to get too low on time also, so we have to be a little bit quicker. This could be an idea. Maybe here to put the pressure this way. Yeah, this is what I was saying. Do we do it? Do we go for the end game? I didn't win the pawn, like I said. Did not win the pawn. I'm just afraid. I'm really afraid. Maybe I shouldn't be. Because he can't play rook g1 yet. What to do, guys? What to do? Keep him on or trade? I think I should not trade. I think I should not trade. Like I said, I didn't get the third pawn, so it's probably not going to end well for me going into that endgame. If I would have gotten it, I think I would have been much more likely to take the queen. Okay. I'm going to go here just because I want to threaten this move. And maybe someday I'll go here if the knight moves. So I'm giving myself options and threatening this. He stops that. He doesn't stop this. Knight f5 is still coming though. I will have to force it. I'll have to trade there. Ah, but I have check. No, I have a check and I win the pawn. All right, let's do it. I have a check and I win the pawn. And I avoid the fork. Everything just works out for me. Okay. We got ourselves a game here. Have ourselves a game, my friends. I'm threatening to get some more pawns, actually. Threatening to get some more pawns. I think I'm going to play g6. Give my king escape square. Move this knight around. Ah, he wants to trade. Guess I have to do it. Okay, if I go g6, check, I move, he takes, I take. No, let's play b5. We need to keep that pawn. That's a valuable pawn. Okay, he defends. Let's get the knight out of here first. Which way? Okay, I'll make it move. Make it move. Yeah, maybe I should have went to g7. Kind of regret that, really. Okay, I'm going to pin it. I have to be very careful here that I don't walk into a check, but right now it's pinned. I do have a threat. It's a 2-move threat, very slow, but it's something. Better than nothing. I didn't see that. Fine, take it. I don't want to get flagged. I have to pick up the pace. Thinking about h5, f6. This is kind of annoying for him, though, actually. He can go rook c2, though. Apart from that, I don't see how he's getting out of the... What is that? What is that move? He has to watch this guy, though. That pawn is very close. That pawn is very close. He does have the knight check. But I can start pushing another one. Now we can use the king. Now we go here. We're going to win. We're going to win. We're going to win. Look at this. Aha! Yes. Yes. Elephant Gambit strikes again. Let's go. Let's go. Who knew? Who knew the Elephant Gambit was so strong? Undefeated. We are undefeated so far. That was the first, I would say, real test. Yeah. 79. All right. I mean, it's not awful. You can see the opening. Like, they get a little advantage, but it's not like that much. We're not playing Magnus Carlsen here. How about that endgame, though? You would see there's like a thing in chess, right? Where knights are not very good against outside pass pawns. And you could see why. Because it just totally ties up the knight. And the fact that I had now the ability to make two of them, forget about it. How are you going to stop this, right? How are you going to stop it? Yes. Oh man, that was good. That was good. All right. Here we go. Time for the pre-moves. We're black. National Master rated 2353 from Brazil. He's like, what's this guy doing? Wait till he sees the next move. Aha. Surprise, surprise, my friend. All right. I'm going to let him just think about it for a minute. Short restroom break. Oh, he took it? No way. Okay, I was not expecting that. I was totally expecting like knight f3. He takes it. All right. So we've given up the pawn, but we've got both files. We've got both bishops unleashed. This has got to be good for me. This has got to be good for me. Knight c6. Knights before bishops. Generally, but I'm also prioritizing castling queenside here because I want the rook. So I'm going to probably do this bishop and queen first and then castle. Maybe I'll go knight f6. We'll see. e4. Okay, that's not an option just yet. Let's go there. And we could really put the queen either spot. The nice thing about e7 is that when we castle, the rook would immediately be lined up on the queen. Now, queen d7, rook d7, you have a battery. Also valuable, but generally speaking, the rook is going to be more dangerous for white because they have to move their queen. If it's just a queen and a rook sitting here, they could actually technically leave it and just trade queens. So with all that in mind, let's go here and castle this way. It's coming. Also, the nice thing will be opposite sides. So then we can just go crazy and attack if we need to as well. Because that's what white is clearly trying to do. I'm trying. Yep. And here we go. And look at this. Immediately we have a threat, right? Of course, white's going to stop it, but it just shows you the power of like that rook. Yeah. So they do deal with it. They do deal with it. Let's just bring everybody out. Now we're threatening to win our pawn back. How does white defend that? They go rook e1. So I just take the pawn, right? I just take the pawn unless I'm missing something. Hold on, we got to be careful here. You can't take with the knight because of the check, and I take this. Actually, technically that's not true. Technically that's not true because you're getting 3 pieces for the queen. Okay, hold on. So takes, check, takes. Takes. Okay, but I don't have to do that. I could just take back here. Yeah, that's fine. All right, so takes. We're fine. If they go bishop d3 to pin me. Takes, check, takes. What's happening? Well, even f5 is a good move. F5 is a good move. Takes. Yeah, they're going to have problems. They're going to have problems with the queen. There's going to be some tactics with the queen, I think. So, it looks like we got our pawn back, and 1, 2, 3, 4. White is still not developed. We're going to try it. Okay, so we have options here, guys. We have quite a few options, actually. Check, takes. I lose a queen, but I get a queen. So the rook has to leave. Man, that's really complicated. I should probably just play f5. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if that works. I just have this feeling like I'm missing something. Maybe I'm not, but this seems like the safe choice right now. Just defend it. And they need to leave one of these pieces, so they can't act. It looks like there's 3 pieces, but there's not really 3 pieces because they have to leave one, otherwise there's the tactic that we talked about, right? So really, it's like 2 against 2. But see, that's very annoying for white because you kind of want to get this knight out because it's blocking all your pieces in there. I mean, look at they're so stuck. From an opening standpoint, Elephant Gambit has already been a huge success. Yeah, Kevin Tennyson is pretty cool. Okay, H3. What is this? What is this? I think we just go back. I don't think it changes too much for me. Don't think it changes too much. There's no way he's playing G4. There's no way. I will fall out of my chair if he plays G4. Today's your birthday. Hey, happy birthday. I feel like there's a lot of birthday. Oh, it happened. He actually played G4. Dude, are you serious right now, my friend? Are you actually serious? How can this be a move? How can this be a move? There's no way. Okay, if we take and you take with like a knight or a bishop, I'm just taking you here. So you're thinking you take with the rook. Then I take, you take. So what happens? I lose a queen for a rook. So that's not good. There's got to be something here, right? If I take on f2, lose a queen, get a queen. Rook has to leave, then we take. That looks good for me. So if I take, you're going to take with the king. Then we go with a check. You're going to move probably to g2. Take, you take, I take check. Can't believe this is a move. I can't believe it. Cannot believe that that's actually a move. What happens if I just go back? Takes, takes. Takes, 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 takes. Amazing. This is amazing. Check. Go there. Dude. This is just blowing my mind right now, guys. Blowing my mind that he can play this move. I have an idea. I have an idea. I'm hitting the weak spot. And I think I see some tactics here. I think I see some tactics here. If you take, I take. Ah, he does that. He does it that way. That is plan. Hmm. Wait, I didn't see that. I didn't see that. Takes, takes, takes. Good. There. Doesn't look so bad, I guess. Okay, let me go here. Let me go here. What a crazy position. What a crazy position. I was expecting that. I was expecting that move. He's not going to take me. He's probably going to go here or here. Probably going to go here. No, he is going to take it. Okay. Interesting. We got the pin. Well, problem is I'm going to get flagged. I spent too much time. That's the problem. So we're down a piece. But we've got some compensation, I think. Is it enough? Maybe not. Maybe not. Kevin sent 10 gifted memberships. All right. Way to go. See if that helps me win this game. Come on. Come on. I'm going to win it for the new members. I'm going to win it for the new members. So this is pinned. This is pinned. This is attacked. We want to attack it again, so I really want to play knight e5. I really want to play knight e5 or rook f8. Rook f8. He's going to go rook f1. Knight e5 doesn't work. Oh, bishop e4. I didn't see that. I didn't see that, guys. I didn't see that. What do I do? What do I do? Man. This one's getting away from us, guys. It's getting away from us. Okay, knight against rook in the endgame. I mean, that's something. Have better? No, it doesn't work. Too bad. Yeah, it's literally just a knight against a rook. And I'm way down on time. And he's going to force a trade. Oh, boy. Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy. Yeah, it's a lost ending, but we'll try. Well, maybe we get lucky. Maybe we get lucky. Can I sack? No, there's like no chance here. Like no chance. Yeah. I'm sorry, guys. I bet we had a win. I bet we had a win in this game. I bet we had a win. Man, that's painful. That's painful. First loss for the Elephant Gambit. But it wasn't the opening. Yeah, we did have a win, actually. There's one moment. Let's see what it was. Stockfish won at h5. Wow. Okay, just ignore the pawn and just go for it. f5, h... g4 was the best move, and this guy found it. Wow. That just looks like a move that you do not want to play. There's just so many pieces here, and you're just gonna bust open your king. Like, it's just... I'm surprised that he found that. Okay, but I should have played takes. I just had to take it. And then knight d4. That looks pretty good, yeah. Okay, so where was my opportunity? I had a chance later, though. Right here. What? Queen c5? Are you kidding me? What kind of a move is queen c5? What's the point? If the bishop blocks, we're just going to take on h5 and then take the knight back later. Well, that's a really hard move to play. And if the king moves somewhere, we're going to sack on d3. Like, what is going on? And then take here. And we're winning. Okay. Yeah, I don't... Not an easy move to find when you only have 1 minute and 42 seconds on the clock. I thought, okay, I'm just going to take the piece. And I still have the pin on the knight. But it doesn't work that way. Because he just takes the pawn. Yeah, and I shouldn't have traded. I can't trade there. You know what? I'm quite happy with the opening position though. Like this position was great. And I did go to the bathroom this game. Let's not forget about that. I did go to the bathroom. So if I would have had some extra time, you never know. You never know. It's all right. It's all right. It happens. Can't win them all. Here we go again. Raining Tadpoles. Interesting name. Elephant Gambit. Elephant Gambit. Are they going to take it? They do. They do take it. Okay. We're going to get the same game as last time. No, they go e3 this time. A little bit more cautious. A little bit more conservative. I think I'll go with the same kind of a deal. Queen e7. I'm going to castle quickly. I'm going to castle quite quickly. Oh, hey, Jim. Welcome to Chess Vibes Academy. Henry, welcome to the back rank. I didn't see that. That was 94. Interesting. Interesting. We don't have to take it. If I want to keep some more pieces on the board, I could just go back. Yeah, actually, I think I will do that. Let him take me if he wants. Don't want to trade too many pieces too quickly here. Although bishop f3 would kind of force the issue, wouldn't it? Yes, it does. All right, no worries. Still going to do it. Actually, maybe he can't. Maybe he can't because we have the sneaky check here. Well, there is bishop. No, yeah, we would have won the queen. Yeah, okay. So he dodges that. But now But now I get to keep my pawn structure nice and pretty, which is great. So what do we want? What do we want out of a position like this? I think we want him to castle. We can attack, maybe. He doesn't castle. He's just going to wait it out. He's just going to wait it out. I guess we go attack. He can't play bishop d2. I will sacrifice my rook as fast as you can say rice cooker. I will sack it. Okay, he does go that way. Smart, smart. And now, let's go. This is what Stockfish told me last time. h5. Let's go. Let's go, guys. Okay, I could mess up the pawn structure, but is that really worth giving up my attacking bishop? Probably not. Maybe it is, but probably not. Also gives him this to attack me. Don't like it. We're going back. Now, I don't know if the Greek gift is a thing here, because check the knight. No, his queen is too good of a defender in that situation, so I don't think we can sack it. But what we can probably do is play g5, g4, h4, g3. We do get some tempo, one tempo on the queen, which is nice. So we're going to just throw those forward, go here, go here. That's what I'm thinking anyway. Yeah, why not? Okay. I think I'm going to ignore it. I think I'm just going to ignore it. Oh. Check, check, take. I could do that. I could do that. Okay, so we get our pawn back, and we can keep attacking. And we get rid of that h pawn, which might be helpful. Yes, indeed. Okay. Okay. Yeah, he wants to get his bishop here. So if I were to, for some reason, play queen e5, he's going to move his rook to b1. And if I were to play knight g4 to try to checkmate, he's got queen h3, right? What's the alternative? What's the alternative? I should probably do that, right? Alternative, maybe h4. Because this is kind of annoying. Bishop's going to be annoying. Okay, let's do it. We go there. I think I will make him defend. Kind of makes his queen seem a little awkward, at least. So I think I'll do it for that reason. Okay. He's going to play queen h3. Queen f4. I like the endgame for me, I think. I think we like the endgame. Bishop against knight. Okay, you could argue the bishop's better, but I like the doubled pawns and that my rook can come in. Let's do it. I like the positioning of my rooks better. That's why I think this feels good for me. Because rook e2 is coming. And if the bishop moves rook d2 and rook e2, bam, bam, we're going to just take everything. I don't even know if it's worth worrying about this pawn. He goes for that. Do I want a rook ending or keep the knight? Yeah, rook ending's fine. Because again, if you think about it, whose rooks are more active? Mine are much more active. Ooh, thank you. Thank you for that. Still threatening to win some more pawns. Let's keep attacking. Keep the pressure up. Where do I want my king? This side or this side? Probably towards the center. Now we're going to win another pawn. They're just dropping like flies. They're dropping like flies. Could go this way or this way. I want to try to stay kind of in the center if possible. Of course, at some point I'm going to have to... Oh, no. This is... Okay, so in these rook endings, when you're trying to decide should you trade the rooks or not, you have to ask yourself who wins the king and pawn ending. I have 3 against 2. That's a winning king and pawn ending for me. So I know I should take that. I know I should take that. Now it's just a question of how do we win this, right? Which is going to involve creating a passed pawn. I think I'm going to go b6, a5 and get the passed pawn, and then we win. b6, if he pushes, I come up and I take everything so he can't blockade me. You have to make sure about that. So since I can't be blockaded because my king is there, I'm just going to do it. Once I get the passed a pawn, his king is tied down and there's nothing white can do. And it's an easy win. And that's why he resigns. Elephant Gambit strikes again. Yep, we had a brilliant move. We had 87 accuracy. What's the brilliant move? Ah, bishop takes h2. Sure. Okay, so what 3 wins, 1 draw, 1 loss with the Elephant Gambit. I mean, this is against strong players. I mean, this is quite promising. This is quite promising. And all we're doing at the opening is just throwing these 2 pawns out there. Just throwing them out there. And the fact that we're down a pawn really has not caused us any problems so far. We've gotten into fine positions. Just keep playing chess and then you wait for the moments like that. Okay. Kevin. A new opening called the Full Nelson. Oh no! Oh no! I was reading Kevin's super chat. Oh, I ruined the experiment. I ruined it. Yes, that was Kevin's fault. That was totally Kevin's fault with the $100 super chat. What do I do now? I guess I'll just... It'll be like I'm playing as black. I'll just do it like this. You have to abort before... I think before both players have played a move. Yeah, here we go. Elephant Gambit against this. Oh boy, what have we done? What is happening now? What is happening now? All right, no, you know what? It's fine. It's fine. No reason to panic. No reason to panic. Bring out the pieces. Keep playing. Just keep playing the game. Opponent's gonna be like, what is this person doing? E3, E4, D4. Oh man. No, but seriously, thanks, Kevin. Appreciate it. We'll try to win this game. We will try to win it. I'm going to just develop quickly, not even really worry about the pawns. Maybe he moves the knight and we get a quick win. Always a chance. Always a chance. I think it's the same idea. Bring out the knight, bring out the bishop, castle queenside, use the open file to our advantage. Seems to fit the style of the elephant gambit. Bishop b4 check? What is that? What is that? He wants to stop me from going here? Is that what it is? Okay, I'll bite. I'll take the tempo. Take the tempo. So that means we have to change the development scheme a little bit. Probably this guy's going here, and now the knight has to go to d2. That's not awful. That's not awful. The knight can still go to f1 to e3 and get to some useful squares from there, so I don't mind it. I do not mind it. Yeah, I think we do this. I think this is what we do. Okay. Then we bring out the knight. Still going to castle. Still going to try to use this. And now I could mess up the pawn structure, but then we go into an endgame down a pawn. Don't love it. Or I go back, make him push me around. And it seems like black is potentially overextended. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. That's exactly what we're going to do. Are they going to do it? That is the question. Are they going to do it? Nope. Didn't do it. We have to consider what happens if we take trade check. No, but it doesn't work. I'm okay if they take me. So I think we just castle. I think we just castle. Can I play the rice cooker gambit next game? By gambiting your time to only 5 minutes? Probably not. I don't think I should mix that with the elephant gambit. We already have our hands full, I feel like, with the elephant gambit. Maybe like a separate one. We can experiment with the time gambiting. But right now, I'm really curious to see what the final score is going to be with the elephant gambit. Okay. Take it back. So I want to go knight here to get my knight in. They're probably just going to take it. But otherwise, the knight doesn't really have much going on. So I think I should probably do it. So we'll go here. He's going to take it for sure. Because you don't want that knight landing on one of those squares. So this is a no-brainer for black. Okay, we go back. Obviously have to save the bishop. So, okay, we're going to go f3, reroute the bishop probably. I'm curious where black's king is going. Pretty interesting that they're not castling. Goes for knight h5. So I'm going to try to get my bishop back. They're probably going to take it to an endgame. Or maybe they're going to play knight f4, actually. Maybe that's what they're going to do. Yeah, okay, knight f4. Yeah, I probably need to get rid of them. I don't have to. I can play rook d2. I could play rook d2, bring this back, play g3. I do take. What happened? Yeah, then they get the g file here. That doesn't look very good for me. That actually does not look good for me. The knight f4, I probably will play rook d2. Rook d2. Uh-oh. The opponent plays 93 accuracy every game. Uh-oh. Let's defend. Let's defend. I don't know. My position's pretty solid. I think we can flag them, even if this is a rice cooker. If they're going to spend 20 seconds every move, we'll be able to win on time. The question then becomes, what speeds does this rice cooker have? Can it speed up? Hmm. Yeah, this is kind of weird because what are they thinking about? Like, knight f4 is a very just natural move. Like, most people are just going to play that. Queen c4? Where's the queen going? What is this? You can't go anywhere. What are you doing? What are you doing? Just chase it away. The new gen rice cooker, fried rice for the win. Queen c6. I'm just gonna put my king here to defend everything. They're down to 3 minutes. So, okay, queen trade. Queen trade. Probably a good thing, considering I want the game to last a while. Do we trade by taking or do we trade by going here? I'm going to go here. Let him take me. Position's pretty solid, even though we're down a pawn. Like, it's not obvious to me how black can make progress here. Not obvious. Keep the pawns on the opposite color of the bishop, so the bishop's more effective that way. Defend the pawn. I don't want to take and open up an avenue for the rooks to invade, so let me just keep it nice and solid. I think I will chase that knight away from there. I could stop this. I think I will actually. We'll just shut it down. We won't let him break through here. Yeah, they're going to go here, which makes sense. I think I'll try h4. The idea is to sacrifice a pawn temporarily so my rooks can come in and pile up on the h pawn. Okay, let's do it. So now we're going to take this guy. So if I defend, what's going to happen? Going to happen f6. No, we just take it. Yeah, it seems this player is unable to make a move in less than 2 or 3 seconds. So if that's true, they're gonna flag. So I'm gonna try to take this pawn next. As long as I don't blunder a rook or something, we're gonna win on time. So takes. We do lose a pawn, but it's a rook ending. We can play that for a lot of moves probably. So go ahead. Yeah. I mean, a legitimate 2300 rated player is going to start moving faster. And there's the fast move. We do have rook g4, but there's f6, I guess. Okay. Wait a second. Do I have f4? We just trade. I don't want to trade rooks. That's what I want to make sure I avoid. He's going to go king f7 next, right? He's going to go king f7 so that he can move his knight. And I don't want to trade rooks. So I don't want to trade rooks. What's the best thing to do? Maybe a4 so my king can tuck over here if it needs to, and the pawn is not a liability. King f7, so we're going to take. He's probably going to take with the rook, and then I move. Yeah, I think that's what we should do. Okay, so we go here. We take this. Can't pre-move it in case he takes with the pawn. Okay. He's going to win a pawn here, but I don't really care. He's going to lose on time. Going to lose on time for sure. Yeah, it's pretty obvious, right? The guy can't make moves for himself. So stop that guy from getting captured at the moment. Let's go get a pass pawn and win here. Not going to know how to stop it. He's not going to know how to stop it. Okay. Elephant Gambit can even beat rice cookers? What? What? That is so broken. So broken. Yes, Kevin. 1 p.m. Texas time. I'll probably be live streaming a little bit early just to kind of get things going ahead of time. But yeah, the tournament will start at 1 p.m. Central time. So let's see. Some of these moves were a bit strange. Yeah, like bishop b4 check. Okay, it's a top engine move. Who in their right mind, who's rated 2300, plays bishop b4 check here? That's like this. Like, it looks like the stupidest thing you could do, right? And yet he plays it. So, okay, that's the first clue. D6 is normal. H6, I guess, is pretty normal. G5. Bishop E6. Yeah, he was like playing like some lower down the list moves, it looks like. Something fun. Yeah, some of these moves were not like awesome, but they weren't like bad either. Yeah, something funny was going on. Alexandra, hey, thank you. Appreciate it. Why are you so stressed out now? Don't be stressed out. It's just for fun. It's just for fun. Just for fun. Did I update the wins, guys? No, right? It's 4. Should it be 4 wins? 4 wins, right? Someone tell me if that's right. 4 wins? Yes? All right. Thanks, Rodney. 1-0 against the Rice. Okay, here we go. Bam, bam. We got a legitimate elephant gambit with the pre-moves. This is the elephant gambit. E4, E5, knight of 3, D5. How fitting. How fitting. All right. And we've got him thinking. Let's see. Are they going to take it? I know I know a little bit of theory here. A couple of interesting lines. Unfortunately, most people just take here, and it's not that fun for us. Oh! He's going for it. He's going for it. Bishop c4 would allow us to play the wasp. That's not the wasp. No wasp today. d4 is a good move. Yeah, d4 is a good move. I believe we have to go bishop d6, and the idea is we have to have the option to get rid of this knight in case things start heating up. And if you go with like this, you're going to get pinned, so this is why. All right, so now if we take, what happens? What's going on there? Yeah, I think that's decent for us. Go with the queen trade. Because he either has to retreat the knight or lose the castling rights. And he does retreat the knight. And now we're going to go on the offensive attack here. If we get pinned, we have bishop d7. Okay, bishop d7 it is. And we recapture with the bishop supporting the pawn. There you go. So we're going to castle. We're going to bring our knight around. Not so bad for us. Let's get castled. Could also attack this guy right away, actually. Okay, he goes there. So yeah, let's bring the knight in. We're going to go to g6. Maybe d5, but probably g6. Kevin's excited for the tournament. Excited for the tennis and gambit. Yeah, me too. Me too. Okay, we're going to hit the bishop with tempo and then swing the other rook over. Or if he goes here, we can invade. Ooh. Ooh. Look at that. Look at that. What makes the most sense? If we go rook e8, let's say rook e1, we take, he takes. No, I actually think we should invade, right? I think we should invade. Rook c1 is an ugly move. You really don't want to have to play a move like that unless you absolutely have to. Oh, e3? Dude, E3. Do you guys see what's happening here? Do you see what is happening with E3? He can't take it. He can't take it because we have the bishop and the rook hitting the pawn, which sets up the windmill tactic. Oh, I was hoping you guys were going to get to see that. Windmill tactic. We take check, he goes in the corner. We take check, he comes back. We go check, he goes in the corner. We take check, he goes back. And we take all the pawns. We literally just take all 3 pawns. That would have been so sweet. All right. Didn't happen. It didn't happen. So what do I do now? Bring the other rook here? Or just attack this guy? Yeah, probably just attack, right? So if I attack, he goes rook e1. I take, he takes. I go check. He takes. I take, he takes. That's an interesting position, I'll say that. That's a very interesting position. We were this close. We were this close to having the windmill tactic. Okay, so we have options here, guys. We have options. I'm thinking we take. I think I'm going to go for this line. So let's see. The other option would be to push it, let him take that way, and then take back the pawn. That's just an equal endgame. That's kind of boring. This one looks more interesting. Let's just verify. Takes, takes, check. If you take here, I take your rook. So you're going to take me. And I take you. You're going to take me. 3, 4, 5 throws. So I have a rook and a pawn for a knight and a bishop. But I have an extremely active rook. Then I go rook e3, threatening the pawn. And how do you defend the pawn? Well, you don't have to. You play rook f4. But I can't win the pawn. But my rooks are so active. Very interesting. Very interesting opportunity here, my friends. I think I'm going to go for it. I think I'm going to go. I don't really see much else. So here we go. He's going to take. Going to take. Normally, you don't want to trade a rook and a pawn for a knight and a bishop. It's good for the person who has the knight and the bishop. But I don't know, because my rook is so active. Both of my rooks are so active that I have this feeling that maybe it's okay. I want to take away a key square from the knight. Yeah, I just have this feeling that I can get away with it in this position. Could be wrong. That's my rook. Okay, so we have to move. No problem. No problem. We'll move here and attack the bishop. If he goes back, I could even just push. Then we give up this square. I don't like giving up that square. I could play g5. I like g5. Let's go g5. I'm just trying to like take over as many squares as I can with my pawns so that the pieces can't use those squares. That's what I'm trying to do. Okay, that was a good one. Didn't see that. That's a pretty good one. Hold up, hold up. So I can't take because of the fork, but what if I go rook f3, attacking this pawn? How's he going to defend? King f2, we have a beautiful tactic. Takes, takes, check, takes. If he moves his bishop back, we take the pawn. Getting a bit dicey. What I'm thinking is here, 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 check. Oh, he has king e3. I ruined it. I ruined it. I ruined the game. Forgot about king e3. Oh, no. No. Oh, Nelson, what are you doing? I messed up. I messed up. I have to go try to get this pawn now. I thought I could check, take the bishop, and we just have a rook ending, but no, we don't because I lose my rook. I forgot about that. I'm not gonna give up, but this is pretty hopeless at this point. I'm gonna trade as many pawns as I can, and also push this guy to give me some sort of threat that they have to deal with. But I don't have much going for me here, guys. I really don't. I don't have much going for me at all. Oh, then my rook gets trapped. Are you kidding me? This is just going from bad to worse. This is going from bad to worse. Unbelievable. Unbelievable, guys. I can't even defend it. I have no way to defend the pawn. How sad is that? I did this to myself, too. I really did. Really did. Wait, hold up. Hold up, guys. I have to just look at something. I just noticed something. I just noticed something. Hold on. Let's wait till after the game before I say anything else. We will know more in just a second. I don't want to say too much until I see the game review. Yeah. Yeah, I think it is a race. I think it is a race. Let's see what the engine says. The time usage was like, I just realized it later in the game. Well, let's see how the accuracy was. I don't know. Maybe I'm off, but yeah. I'm curious about this part of the game though. Hold on, let me see. Around here, my position was looking really good. And they weren't really thinking. Like right here, just casually playing the best moves without thinking. Bishop f4, best move. Oh, that is a blunder though. That is a blunder. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Maybe I'm wrong. It just seemed weird. I don't know. I could be wrong. What do you guys think? Am I crazy? Am I crazy or what? That's not a stockfish move. That's a blunder. Could have played rookie 7, apparently. I don't know why. But apart from that, and then like how my rook got trapped, that's like a typical like stockfish thing. Like you're just playing a normal game and then all of a sudden, like out of nowhere, your piece is just trapped, right? Just like bam. I've played stockfish enough to know like that's what it feels like. I don't know. I could be wrong. Could be wrong. I kind of don't want to put a loss on that one just because I really feel strongly, but technically I lost, so. Yeah. Can't get away from him. Can't get away from him. Oh, they're like 1100 in bullet too. They've played a lot of games of bullet. They're 1100. Like that's another clue. All right, here we go. Elephant Gambit. Let's go. Let's go. 2200. Matthew. All right. All right. So the Elephant Gambit sometimes transposes to regular openings. Good to know. Good to know. Blundered my rook? Oh, when I miscalculated? Okay, well, I don't consider that a blunder of a rook. I consider that a miscalculation. Yeah, yeah, I see what you're saying. The king move. Yeah. Yeah, I mean that was one thing, but I don't know. When I had my rooks on the second rank, like most people who are rated 2300 are going to sense some danger at that moment. Like you got a rook on your second rank. There's a bishop slicing across. There's another rook that like that's you're going to slow down and like calculate some stuff, right? At least most normal players would. Bishop f5. Okay, so what do we do against this? We take it. We're going to take back. And then we go knight f3. There's some crazy line. There's some crazy queen f3 lines, but they're not as good. I don't think they're as good. I could still do it. We could still do it. Should I go for the crazy lines or the better lines? Let's go for the better lines. We'll go for the better lines. Right. He goes e6, so we castle. Problem. Then I'm going to go queen e2 and force this knight to make a decision. Oh, he decides ahead of time. Okay. Knight d7. So there's some interesting lines here where I can go knight g5. So what we are trying to do is set up a situation where we just have too much pressure along these light squares and black can't deal with it. That's what we're going for. I think that's a good move. And I'm pretty sure this is one of those options where you can take this. And we jump in with the knight. So we give up our attacking bishop, which is tough. But we get rid of the pawns in front of the king, and we get a monster knight. A monster knight. And the thing about the knight is it stops the king from castling. Whenever you have a knight in front of the king like this, remember, you can't castle through check. You can't castle either direction because the knight is sitting there. That's valuable. And then the fact that we can very easily bring in the queens, the queen, the rooks, the bishop, and line up here and here, you know, you get a lot. You get a lot for the piece. Not an instant win, but it's usually kind of worth it, in my experience. I think this version is actually even more powerful maybe than the other version where you get the same kind of position, but it's not the same position. I'm not even making sense. Anyway, it's good. It's good enough for us. Yeah, that's actually one of the better moves, not taking it, I think. I think that is one of the better moves. Too bad for us. Man, I want to do something, but I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can do it, guys. A3. Can I get away with that? Jack takes. It just doesn't work. It just doesn't work. Makes me so sad when you've got the all. It's so close. It just doesn't work. So sad. All right, fine. Let's go rook b1. Rook b1. Back the pawn. Okay, so whenever I see a move like this, you always want to ask yourself, okay, what weakness was created? Well, the c6 square. So now I'm thinking, can we attack that somehow? Can we attack the weakness? And you want to attack it in a smart way. So I'm like bringing my queen out to a good square, you know, if I'm getting a little bit extra. But it's kind of annoying. Like, how are you going to defend that? Okay, he goes for queen c7, but now I'm thinking, what about this? Also, rook e1. Amir, hey, thank you. Appreciate that. Thanks a lot. I'm really thinking about rook e1. What happens if I play rook e1? Bishop e7, but then we have bishop f4, and you no longer can block. You no longer can block. You guys see what I'm doing here? I want to play bishop f4, but he was going to play bishop d6 if I play that. So now I forced him to play something else. Can I do something crazy? Can I do something crazy? For the content? Can I do it for the content? Let's go. This reminds me of that. For those of you who saw the tournament that I played in, where I played that random bishop h6 move, this is what this reminds me of. Here's a bishop. You want a bishop? Take a bishop. Take a free bishop. Take both bishops. Take either bishop. What happened last time I did something crazy? I won the game, but it was a mistake. It was a mistake. They didn't quite capitalize on it, but then I ended up getting into a losing position, but then they blundered at the end and I won. So I don't know what that means, but I mean, I do have a point. I'm not like totally losing my mind. I do have a point. If they take it, I'm going to take here with a double check. And it's defended by my knight. So you have to like move. And then I'm probably going to take and then keep attacking. That's the idea. Keep attacking with the knight, the queen, the rook, and the king is open. You know, who knows what's going to happen. If they don't take it and they castle, my idea is takes, check, and win the queen. So maybe it's not so crazy as it looked. Maybe it is a good move. I don't know. We will find out after the game if it's brilliant or not. Cheap things attract more customers. Yes. Well, we've got him thinking at least. We've got him thinking. He finally takes this bishop. Very interesting decision. Okay. First things first. If I take this, what happens? He could castle. And I take, he moves the queen, game goes on. Okay, that's one thing. If I take here, I stop him from castling. If you take with the queen, thank you very much. If you take with the king, I'm coming in with a check. That looks extremely good. think we're going to go this way. I want to prevent him from castling. That's why I'm choosing this one, right? Yes, the other way I'm going to get my piece back, but and he castles, he gets to safety. The rook is annoying me, like, you know. This way, king stays in the middle. Yep. And actually, I could take either way. That's another thing we have to think about. Okay, check with the rook, though. King d7. We could sack here. We could double up. We could play queen h3. Or we take with the knight, and we threaten the discovered attack. If he goes here, we have a checkaroo. Maybe he gets away. Better take with the rook. I'm expecting king d7. And now it's a question of, do we take here, go down a full rook? No, that seems too risky. Do we go here? He's going to play rook e8, though. But then we have queen here. Or we go queen here straight away. Queen here straight away forces his king to move. You can't stay on that diagonal. So he's going to go king c7. No, you can't go king c7. Can't go king c7. So maybe you have to go king d8. But then I have a check. Oh, my brain. My brain. The big question is, would I rather the rooks be there or not? I don't know. Here, king d8. There must be a way. All right, let's go. I don't know. Maybe I should have gone with the rook first. I'm not sure. I'm just going to play one. He's letting me? He's letting me? Okay. That's interesting. Guess I should do it. So there's the tactic I was setting up. But the game is going to go on, so we'll see. I'm going to move his king now. Ah, but maybe I have this one. And king e7. And takes. What is going on? Heck. Oh, he's going to resign? No. Okay. Come on. I was like, we want to finish this game. It's too interesting for it to just end in a resignation. He's going to try to run that way. Okay. So I could go check here. I could go check with the knight. Yeah, let's do the knight. I like the knight because you can't run here and here. You have to go to c8. And then actually, what am I doing against that? Taking here. Rook comes up. This position, guys. Wow, this is crazy. This is so crazy. He's going to go here and then back to c8, I think. My queen's going to be on g3. Unless I'm missing something more obvious. Which is quite possible. Oh, knight c5? Wait a second. Knight c5. I could play knight c5 right now, actually. Wait a second. Where does this king go? Where does this king go if I play knight c5? Can someone tell me? The queen is going to move. You can't go there. You can't go there. You have to go to e7. So the queen goes to e7. But then I go check. Ugh. I don't know. Queen e7. He forces a queen trade. Takes. I'm gonna go king c8. I think I want to do this. This is really, really complicated. Because I could have also taken that, but I stopped calculating that because this looks more interesting. Queen e7 allows me to come in, though, so... Probably... Ah, but he moved his... Wait, no. 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 Yes. Fork. He's gonna sack. King d8 here. Alternatively, I go check. He moves and then I go there. But this is probably good enough. Okay, so we're up material and we have a good position. We're just down on time. But his king is in big trouble. We just need to get the other rook there. Take it this way. And I'm up a pawn in the exchange too, so... What? This is a losing endgame, right, dude? A losing endgame. But... only won an endgame. King is like that. Yeah, so when you're like way ahead on the board, you can just sack and win with the pawns. When you're afraid of running out of time, that's the easy thing to do. To not risk anything. So... 4 brilliant moves! 4 brilliant moves in one game? I don't know if I've ever done that before. I don't know if I have ever done that before. Wow. First one was bishop takes e6. Let's go. Followed by a blunder. Followed by a blunder. Followed by a brilliant move. Queen f3. Oh, it's because my bishop was sitting there. So every time I made a move, it's like, it's brilliant. It's brilliant. He left his bishop. He's brilliant. Take it. Brilliant. If you want to get a bunch of brilliant moves, all you have to do is sacrifice your bishop. You need your opponent to not take it. And then you just leave it there and keep making other moves, basically. Bishop e7. Oh, yeah. You know what the brilliant move is going to be. You know what the fourth one's going to be. Bishop. Let's go. See, the last time I moved the bishop to h6, it was actually a blunder, according to Stockfish. So this one's much better. They played the best move, though. And then I missed. I should have taken with the rook. Interesting. So, okay, I was thinking like they're just gonna castle, and then the game goes on. But I guess, oh, rook takes g7. What is this? Bishop takes f8, followed by knight e6 check, followed by takes. That's a lot of calculating. I didn't calculate all that stuff. I stopped. All right, it's okay. I'm happy. I'm happy. 4 brilliant moves in one game. I think that's a record for me, guys. I really do. How do you make the opponent not take it? Yeah, it's a good question. Wow. All right, so let's just look at this so everybody understands. If they would have taken the bishop. Oh. Bishop c8. Was that what I was going to play? No, I think I was going to play this. I mean, I probably would have noticed it in the game. Initially, I was thinking this. But not nearly as good as bishop c8 to win the queen. Okay. And then, what was the other line we were looking at? Oh, if they castled, I could take it. And then, oh yeah, then we have bishop f7. Right. That's how we win the queen this way. Yeah. What a cool move. So, okay, this is really interesting. We sacrificed the first bishop. Brilliant. On e6. And then a couple moves later, we sacrificed the second bishop on d6. Also brilliant. And neither bishop has been taken yet. They're both just sitting there. That's really, really funny, I think. Wow. I don't want to go to the next game. I'm just stuck on this one. And, of course, Elephant Gambit gets another win. So, that's the good news. All right. Man. Let's go. Here we go. E5, D5. Pre-move. I feel like we're playing against a good player. 2400. Ooh, and they go for the the sort of counter gambit thing. Isn't that interesting? I could push by, but should I? Or should we do something else? I don't think taking is so great for us because they take. I mean, it's probably not awful, but they're going to be able to attack us first. They're going to be the one who castles and puts me in check. Yeah, no, we don't want to do that. I think we need to push by. Let's develop and defend. Okay. Let's keep the pressure up. Keep fighting for those central squares. He's doing the same thing, right? Now I think I can take, though, because now it's not so bad for me. Because now my rook comes over. Before, I had to waste time moving my king. Now I get to bring a piece into the game. So I'm much more happy with that. Queen a4. What's happening now? This is getting... I mean, I guess I just take this. Okay. So he's turning it into his own gambit. I can't go check. He just takes it, unfortunately. We could take this if we want. He's going to castle. Hmm. So I want to go here and defend my knight. The problem is if I do that, how do we castle? Because the bishop is stuck. So I'm in this very awkward situation where I don't know what to move. I'm going to go back. I don't know what else to do. Yeah. Still kind of tough for me, but I'm going to try to unwind. Try to unwind here. So he's going to go rook d1. I need a place to put my queen. e7. So we have to move this bishop out. Rook d1, queen e7. Also have to keep an eye out for this. Also can't go to f6 for my knight. Would like to go. So we're going to have to improvise with knight h6. So this is... I think I want to just get rid of this. Otherwise the knight's coming in and this is a liability for me. I don't want to take and give him the 2 pawns. So I think we take. Here, the queen could go to c8. Don't like it as much as e7, but I like my knight better on e7 than h6. If I go to h6, he plays h3. My knight is just useless, essentially. Yeah, we better go here. We better go here, put the queen on c8. It's not the end of the world. It has options. And now we can castle and put the knight on g6. Okay. Okay, so we have a fighting chance in this game. My target is going to be the e5 pawn. That's a good move. I didn't see that. I thought I was going to be able to castle. Maybe we go queen e6 now. Let's look for tactics. Knight g5. We take it. Are we okay? Bishop c3. Yeah, we're fine. Takes. We're fine. So queen here should be the move. And I have to defend my knight so I can castle. Right, guys? That's the priority. Comes with the bonus that it attacks this pawn. If he tries to come in, I just take the pawn. But this is the main thing. We got to castle. Because if we can castle and get a rook on d8, he's the one who's got the weak pawns, right? These are weak. My pawn structure is actually better. So why would he play this move, guys? Well, it's because he wants to defend his pawn, so he wants to play knight g5 or knight d4, right? That's it. What he wants to do. Question is, how big of a deal is that? If I castle, it's a very big deal, actually, because then I can't defend my knight. I can't castle. It's a good move. It's a really good move. It's a really, really good move. He's got multiple powerful threats, actually. What can I do? Takes. I don't think that's going to work. His queen's coming in. We can't let that happen. Knight g6, knight g5. Queen is almost trapped. I could try to run over here. It looks awful, though. Knight d4 also is a move. Then I come over here. It also looks awful. At least I have knight f4, though. Yeah, that seems my best try. I'm going to lose on time if I don't make a move. So knight d4, queen g4. Knight g5, queen g4. My idea is, if we get the knight on f4, all of a sudden, the knight and the queen are making some serious threats. some serious threats. That's what we're going to try to do. Free pawn. Everybody's saying free pawn. No, it's not. It's not a free pawn. It's a poison pawn. We take that, and the floodgates open for the pieces. Okay, so he decides to just bring that over first. Interesting. I might actually try rook d8. So rook d8 takes 94, but now it comes with a check, so it's a bit more dangerous. Queen g4 check. I can't ignore it anymore. Now I have to take it. Then his queen comes down. So if we can't play rook d8, what can I play? Do I have any moves? Knight f4? Seems like a cheap threat. It's the only thing I see. The only thing I see. So it's a triple fork. Of course, he can defend it a number of ways, and I'm hoping maybe we follow up with queen g4 after and something pops up for me. Bishop b5. Yeah, I don't know if we can get away with that. We might just get checkmated. Okay. The checkmate is the threat. He's probably going to play g3. He does. I'm noticing something here, guys. Because rook e7 is so powerful. Man. It's too bad, guys. That is too bad. Okay, check, check, check. If we go here, check here, I guess we're just done for, right? Wait, does he not have any discovered checks? Wait a second. He has this or this. Oh, then I get mated. That would be a draw. That would be a draw. Check here. He can't take this. Because, okay. Isn't that interesting? Check here. I don't see that I'm getting mated. Let's try it. Let's try it. Maybe it's a draw? Is that actually what's going to happen? Check here. He goes back and forth? Because I think he has to worry about this, right? Man, I don't know. This is crazy. This is crazy. This looks pretty dangerous, though. So I assume he's going to go here, and then I don't see it. I thought I was getting mated, but now I'm like, I guess I'm not getting mated. Rook d7 would threaten mate. I would have to go back here. I could have also taken this and taken his bishop, but then the queen was going to mate me, so it didn't work. What a fascinating position. This is really interesting, actually. This is really interesting. curious to see what Stockfish has to say about this. He's trying to find the win right now. Trying to find the win. He's got to draw. He's got to draw. If he wants it. Check, 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 check. I can't do anything about that. Yeah, I've got to say, though, Elephant Gambit has led to some of the funnest games that I think we've seen. So, it definitely gets points for that. Probably going to take the draw if he's thinking this long. That's what I'm thinking. Either that or some crazy, surprising idea. I mean, I guess I don't actually have a mate, do I? Check. The king could run. Check, and it could run this way. That's something to keep in mind. I'm only winning a piece. Although I could force queen trades. A queen trade if I wanted to. I could take with the knight, but that's not a check, and then he's going to probably mate me, so most likely these would be my only options, right? Oh, I have this move too. Check. But even that, he could sack his queen to get one extra move, so I might get mated, depending on what he plays. If I want to win his queen, that's how I do it. If I don't get mated. Rook d7, for example, or some other move. I don't know what else there is. Let's see, here. Now, what else could he play? He has to use his rooks. I don't know. I do not know. Wow, this guy's thinking so long. He's trying to find a forced win. Trying to find it. Yeah, it makes sense because he knows he has at least a draw. So you may as well spend all your time, see if you see a win. Yeah, if you don't see it, you take the draw. He goes with the check. I guess he's going to go back. Let's see. What else could he play? Whoa. I'm going to have to take it, so I may as well just do that. What is that? What is that? I don't see any good checks. Am I missing something? I have b5 here. What did he do? What did he do? Because now you're losing this guy too. Didn't want to draw. Force the queen trade or... No, I'll just make him lose his queen. I already talked about this. I can force the queen sacrifice here. We just won. We just won the game. What in the world? Oh my. Elephant Gambit strikes again. 6 wins. Let's go. That was against a very strong player too. Go. I'm telling you guys, there's something psychological about being a higher rated player and not wanting to take a draw. Because that happens to me too. That happens to me too, right? How many games have I lost when I didn't want to draw? Okay, so they played the best move. The best move. The best move. They knew this opening very well. That wasn't the best, but it was very good. Yeah, they knew this very well. And then I was already kind of in trouble here. Okay. Knight f4, best move though. Queen g4. All right. Oh, if they go king f1, they're winning. King f1, they're winning. After this, it is a draw, according to Stockfish. It's just a draw. They take. I go knight g5. They go check. And they should have taken the draw. And the reason it's a draw, if you're wondering, is because... Wait, what? Oh, okay. I'll show you that in just a second. All right. So first of all, this is the draw because I can't run this way because I get checkmated. Back rank checkmate. So since I can't run that way, when I'm in check from the bishop, the only move left is to go back where I came from, and then we can just repeat the position. Also, interesting to note is that this move is still a draw, even though they just give up their rook for free. Because they can go check again, and it's still a checkmate. So I have to go back, and then they can go check again. And we just get this check, 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 which is really interesting. So that's what should have happened. But they thought and thought and thought and thought, and just gave up their rook. There's just nothing. I mean, I can go anywhere and win. I can go king g6 and win. I can go king e8 and win. I can even just block with my queen and win. That's so crazy. Wow. Dude. And all right. Guys, if we win one more game, we're at 2400. If we win one more, well, if it's a higher rated player, it depends on their rating. We could be at 2400. I think we finish this stream out with one more win to go to 2400. Yes, 8 points. This will do it. Elephant Gambit. Let's go. Let's go. 2018. Perfect. It should be a human. Okay, I think I'm gonna go with. What do I play against this? What do we play against this? Probably just develop. Just develop the pieces. Just stick with the plan. Develop the pieces quickly. Use the open diagonals. You're down a pawn in the center. Who cares? Doesn't matter. It's the Elephant Gambit. Doesn't even matter. I'm going to go f6. I hope they take me. But if not, I'm going to try to capture this back. So bishop g4 and take here. And if they take me, I don't even care. It's like a reverse Caro-Kann or something. Okay, we could even play g5, g4 and take it. Is that a good move, though? g5, g4, take the pawn. Should be. It should be. They go back, we go here, they go here, we go here. You know what's really funny about this? We started the game by sacrificing a pawn in the center, and now we're the one who somehow has the center. How did that even happen? Wait a minute, guys. Wait just a minute. Wait just a minute. If I take that, what is he going to do? Ah, he has 94. All right, all right. I was almost noticing we could trap this knight with bishop e7. I think I should still do it. It's not trapped, but I think I should still do it. And the reason is because I'm going to be able to finish my development really quickly here. Because we're going to get one piece out with a trade, immediately followed by a knight out, and we're going to have a huge center and 3 pieces developed. I think it's worth it. So we're going to force him to do it. We're going to force the issue here. I'm feeling good about this game, guys. I'm feeling pretty good. There you go. And then we come out with the knight. Look at this. This is amazing. We've got the center. We've got the knight supporting it. He's still developing. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. Okay, he's putting pressure on this, so let's be careful. Probably just queen d6 or queen d7. Oh, queen d6, I have to defend the pawn, I guess we have to do. Any alternative ideas? Bishop d6. Yeah, bishop d6 is not crazy. Because I would like to attack this with my queen. I actually would like to. All right, we'll go bishop d6. We defend the pawn that way so I can play queen d7 and take this guy. I'm going to go take it. Everest, thank you. Appreciate that. Man, a few words. I like it. I like it. I don't have to read and get distracted from the game. Thank you, my man. All right. Okay, he's getting desperate. He's getting desperate. When you see c4, you know they're getting desperate. Probably just push by. If you push here and take, yeah, that's actually interesting. It's actually an interesting move. Maybe I just leave it alone and take here. Let him take and jump in with my knight. Yeah, things are getting a little bit shaky, but let's go. Hey there, Nelsie, doing Gambits. It's one of your favorite formats. Yes, sir. Elephant Gambit. Every single game. Thanks. All right, let's be careful here. What's going on? He's got 2 attackers. I've got 2 defenders. I think it's time to castle. I think it's time to get out of dodge here. Let's go. Of course, he's going to open up my king a little bit, but that's the price we have to pay for playing this crazy stuff. Okay, knight's coming in. Wants to take this, maybe. Do I play h5 and go for this? Or what? How do we get rid of this bishop? Because this bishop is holding his position together here. That's what I need to figure out. Let's go for it. I don't think he's threatening anything. Okay, let's go for this now. Okay. I think I want my king to be here. Gotta be careful. Rook c1. Oh, he goes rook d1. Okay. Bon cloud opening on the blunder wheel. Um. Hmm. Hmm. Let me think about that. Because someone recently commented, and it was highly upvoted, that they'd like to see the openings be more normal, and then the blunders happen kind of out of a normal position rather than me just like going crazy with some blunder my queen, you know. So I'm gonna try to do that. I'm gonna try to play like more normal stuff. Um, that being said, you know, maybe one slot on the wheel won't hurt too much. I'll think about it. I will think about it, but not right now. Right now, I'm thinking about this. I'm thinking about this and the queen coming in and the pawn pushing and I don't know what, but do we have anything? Or even here to open up the G file? Oh, I did not see that the bishop is helping the queen. I thought I could take and run here. I cannot do that. I may have just lost the game. I may have just lost the game. Let's checkmate. I have to go here. I think I just lost the game. My bad, guys. I did not see that. I forgot that this was here. I looked at that. I looked at if he takes, and I was like, no, no problem. I'll just go here. I can't. It's checkmate. Oh, man. See, it's the little details that ruin you. It's the little details. That I told you that bishop is just... Man. Checkmate. I have so many cool things, and none of them work because I don't have enough time. Ah, man. Okay, so he's got checkmate. Let's see, this is checkmate. So we have to stop that. This is not checkmate. That's not checkmate. So, yeah, as long as this pawn is defended, it's not checkmate. So I'm going to use a fancy trick, I guess, to get my knight to d4 and somehow try to survive. That's all I can do. Quite possible that there's another checkmate that I'm not seeing, but from what I can tell, there's no checkmate now. Which is kind of amazing, actually, given given the position that there's no checkmate here. Maybe I'm missing it. Stacks, check, stack. Like I don't know. Can we survive? Can we somehow survive? Maybe he'll like think for so long and then blunder his rook. No, he doesn't. He does not. That's a good move. That's a good move. So I guess we just keep this pawn defended and try to survive. Otherwise, this is not checkmate because we just run. So my idea is that I will just keep going back and forth, and you can't really take this because it's defended. At least I hope that's true. Hanging on by a thread here. Wow, rook d7. Yeah, it's a good move too, man. Guess that's it, guys. I guess this is the end of the road for us. Man. Because we can't stop both checkmate threats, right? There's two of them. Yeah, you can't stop both unless you had a queen like sitting here or here. I have no checks except this. Yeah, I don't even see anything else we can try. I thought we were gonna get it. I thought we were gonna get it. I really did. 64? 64? Serious? C4 was a good move. Yeah, that was the best move. That was a great move, actually. Q1, not so much. Wow. I needed to go king b7. I needed to put my king over here. Yeah, I just missed... I missed that the bishop was defending there. If I would have saw that, I don't know. Maybe I could have done something differently, but... Yeah. What can you do? Hey, you know what? We got 6 wins, only 3 losses. Literally pre-moving e5, d5 every game. There's got to be something there to just like, hey, just get your pieces out quickly. It doesn't even matter if you lose pawns. It doesn't even matter if you lose pawns in the center. Get your pieces out quickly, and you're going to have an okay game, right? I think everybody can take away something from this. Pretty good experiment, in my mind, anyway. Hope you guys had fun. Elephant Gambit's not bad. For everybody in Chess Vibes Academy, tomorrow we will have the tournament. So please, if you can make it, same time, like 1 p.m. Central. It's just going to be a link. You click it, it takes you to chess.com. You join the tournament. It's just for members, so it's a members only post. And then I'll be playing against you guys. I'll be live streaming it so everybody can watch. But if you want to play, it's just for Chess Vibes Academy. So yeah, Rob, E5 D5 course. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, see everybody tomorrow. If you want to join Chess Vibes Academy, not too late. There's a video. I definitely recommend you watch the video first. goes over the opening that we're going to be playing in the tournament, tennis and Gambit. So yeah. Kevin, how do you join Chess Vibes Academy? So if you're on PC, there's a join button right next to subscribe. If you're on, I think iPhones maybe don't show that button, so you have to do it from a computer, is what I've been told. Supposedly that's going to be fixed one day, but I think they've been saying that for a while. So I guess for right now, you have to just do it on a computer. And then I think Android, it might work on the phone. But yeah. Yep. Cool. Thank you guys. Appreciate everybody. Thanks, Kevin, if he's still here, for the big super chats, and everybody else. Thank you guys a lot. And yeah, see you tomorrow.